Hello, and welcome to Tantrum House Studio Awesome. I'm Katie.
And I'm Ryan, and today we're going to take a look at Set a Watch from Rock Manor Games. Set a Watch is a cooperative game for 1 to 4 players, in which players take on the role of adventurers, fighting monsters on their way to defeat evil in a forbidden tower.
So let's go ahead and take a look at the prototype version of the Deluxe Edition. The Deluxe Edition has this nice dust cover, the normal box underneath. It also has a magnetic opening, so when you open the box lid, it becomes the board that the players will use.
At the beginning of the round, each player will roll their dice, and depending on your outcome, you'll send one person to camp to take camp actions during the camp phase. The camping player will have to take a rest token to show how many times he's been in camp, and each player will be in camp twice before the game's over.
In camp, there's plenty of things that have to be done. Chopping firewood, for example, is a great way to help out the team. It allows them to see more monsters that they have upcoming to fight. Here, with a number 4, you get to look at the top card of the location deck and see what the upcoming location is going to be. You get to choose between that and one unused location from the top of that deck.
During the watch phase, the rest of the players who aren't in camp fight off monsters. They can directly attack a creature by assigning dice to it. If they combine their dice together and beat the health value of the creature, they defeat it and it is sent to the graveyard. They can also use their dice to activate abilities, by placing their die on the ability to activate it. And they can always activate an ability by exhausting that ability as well, but they won't be able to use it again until they use the heal ability at camp.
The difficulty level of the game is set by how many summon cards are in the monster deck. These bring out the unhallowed monsters, which are the big bads of the game. They have higher hit points, they usually do a lot more damage, and they have some pretty nasty effects that happen depending on when those certain conditions are met. So the game ends when either all the players are defeated, or if you've defeated all of the monsters at the locations that you're required to go to, and then you fought the Horde. It's one of those things that I was really surprised about. I don't think I really realized it going in, that those skill cards are your life. And so I was very surprised when we didn't have enough to flip over and we lost the game. And I was like, what? We lost? That was the end? So it was something that is something to watch out for when you're playing the game. And it's really interesting that there's a push and pull there with the, do I flip this over and use its ability twice because it's a really neat ability, and it's really going to help me right now, or it's going to be one of those things where it's going to just kill me the next round because I don't have enough things to flip over. So I thought that was really interesting. Also really like that there is that thing where you've got the players who are all on watch, and they're cooperative and they're all battling together to defeat these monsters, but you've got the one person in camp and they're kind of off doing their own thing. I thought that was a really neat add-in to a regular cooperative game. But the things that they do in camp really do help out and are still a good part of the cooperative essence of this game.
The asymmetric play of having that one player in camp is definitely an interesting draw to this game. You should definitely check that out. The difficulty of this game is definitely increased by having monsters you haven't defeated go to the Horde. So you're going to have to definitely coordinate what you do on your turns with your cooperative players cooperating to succeed in this game. If this sounds interesting to you, definitely check out Set a Watch on Kickstarter. Hello and welcome to Rock Manor Games.
Rock Manor Games. Okay.
Sorry.